The story of spy film begins with a character named Bradley Fine, who is the field agent of CIA. Coming from the party, he reaches a place taking a gun, where an arms dealer is present. He says going there, "Where is the bomb? You have only 10 seconds. Bradley's gun is suddenly disposed, killing that man. Meanwhile, another character named Susan Cooper appears, who is 40 years old lady. She is a CIA analyst. She remains in contact with Bradley through the earpiece Bluetooth. In the next scene, the CIA boss provides the weapons information along with others. Then she displays a picture of a girl named Raina on a screen. She tells about Raina. She is a top-class girl. She has been living in London for the last 10 years, and she is in contact with the other terrorist organization's heads. Then a man Salsa Dudiv's photo is also shown who is Al-Qaeda funded. She says we have evidence that he has machinery. The assigned mission for Bradley is to bring Raina here. Going to his mission, Bradley reaches Raina's house, while Susan sitting in the spy office is noticing everything. She keeps an eye on each action of Bradley. She continues to provide him guidance and instructions. Security guards attack him as he enters the room, Raina, but Bradley cracks their necks. Then Raina enters the room and talks to him, pointing Bradley on the gun point. As she says, she knows that his name is Bradley Fine, and he has devoted as a CIA agent. Then she names the other agents as Matthew, Chris, Rick Ford, and Karen Walker. Then she says, "I know all your active agents. I'd rather you keep your distance from me." Then she shoots Bradley. Being helpless, Susan Cooper is just watching him online sitting in her office. Because she cannot act in any way, she takes a photo of a chip putting aside. Then she sends that photo to an employee of CIA named Nancy, saying her to enhance it. Enhancing that chip photo, it clears the number with the written word Paris. CIA boss arranges a meeting with all her employees. She says Raina will have hacked the whole system. She is Raina who is nearly to sell the tactical weapon to a terrorist organization. Then CIA boss declares, "We don't know that. Where is that bomb?" Our analyst Susan Cooper has understood the way. Raina has the contact of DeLuca, who is working with the terrorist group. Then detective is decided for DeLuca and Raina. It is also decided that the detective will be disguised, but Ford disagrees on this assigned task to Susan Cooper, considering her incompetent. He is the other agent of the CIA. Interviewing Susan Cooper, the CIA boss directs her on her work. She declares this task as a track and report mission. She is given a fake identity of a mother named Carol, who is the mother of 4 kids. CIA boss says, "You cannot contact me directly. Your task is only to track and report. Terrorists can possess the nuclear bomb in case of a minute mistake. Some weapons such as whistle, antifungal, and paper spray are given to Susan Cooper from the spy team. She is also instructed." Spy employee says, "It is the best thing if you sacrifice your life for the sake of your country." Susan replies, "I am not sacrificing myself but returning back." She departs to Paris by aircraft, disguising herself into a new look. She is afraid and also excited. Then she reaches a hotel motel. Ford is already in the room as she enters there. He again reminds her, "You are just spoiling the whole mission." The next morning, Susan leaves to search the office of DeLuca. When she shows up at the tower's location, she notices his scorched office. Then a man there shows her a photo of the construction after it has been demolished. In addition, there is a suspect in the picture. As he wants to enter a hotel, she notices this same accused man outside. She is pursuing him while he is pursuing Ford. The man then walks away, substituting his bomb bag with Ford's rucksack. Susan shouts at Ford, but he does not listen. Going in the crowd where the concert is being held,
holding a mic on the stage, she informs Ford about the bag.
Ford finds a bomb opening the bag. Ford throws the bag into a lake situated at the backside, which causes a great explosion. The people start running to save their lives. People are secured, and Susan runs after that suspected man who takes her photo. She remains in contact with Nancy and tells her friend, "I am pursuing him." She enters a building chasing him. She kills him and that man is fallen down from the building. CIA boss orders Susan through a call to come back, but Susan assures her, "I can accomplish this task, and I have rescued many people." Then CIA boss is again satisfied and gives her a new name, Penny Morgan, changing her identity. Now the new identity of Penny Morgan is a divorced housewife, and moves to complete her mission again. With her new identity, Susan goes to Rome where DeLuca's presence is detected. There he meets a man named Aldo. Aldo reveals that the whole night is spent in casino by DeLuca. She tries to enter the casino, but the checker says to her, "Your name is unlisted." Ford is also there and declares her a partner. Taking her aside, Ford becomes enraged and asks, "Why is she here?" Then Susan also observes Raina, who is in the casino. Then she notices a man mixing something in the drink of Raina. This action is in her favor because she could take revenge as such, because she is the killer of Bradley Fine. She thinks the secret of the bomb will be lost if she dies. Susan saves the life of Raina, telling that there is something that has been mixed in her drink. Raina becomes friendly with her. She invites her into the inner circle of her team, saying, "We are leaving for Budapest." Raina takes her in her private jet and reveals her, "This is my father's jet." Raina says, "You are the one who brings the memory of my mama in my mind." She offers Susan a drink which makes her senseless. Coming into the sense, Susan knows that Raina had mixed drugs in her drink. It is revealed to Raina that Susan is a CIA agent. Raina is again attacked in the jet, killing the pilot, and the aircraft begins to crash. Then going to the cockpit, Susan balances the aircraft, saving it. She also saves the life of Raina. Telling a lie, Susan changes her identity again and convinces Raina. She tells Raina, "My name is Amber Valentine. I have been hired as your private bodyguard by your father." Raina agrees of her being a bodyguard, but threatening as you will face the unexpected death if telling a lie. Now Susan reaches Budapest with Raina. She is calling a CIA employee named Nancy while walking on the road. Suddenly, she is bumped with a lady who is the same employee, Nancy. Susan is shocked to see her. Nancy tells, "I have been sent here, searching for you through the help of your earpiece device." Raina immediately comes after them, noticing them together. Raina is attacked there as she arrives. Saving the life of Raina, Susan gives her charge to Nancy. She goes after that attacker who is driving a car. Susan chases that car, snatching the scooter of a man. She reaches there after great trouble. Looking into the car, she finds a spy, Karen Walker. Karen Walker is a traitor who has sold the names of CIA agents to Raina. Before attacking Susan, Karen is murdered by someone. Susan is seen in a new look in the next scene. Then she attends a party with Raina. Raina says to Susan, "I had asked you to dress up nicely and take off your gloves." Raina asks Susan to keep an eye on a girl, showing a photo on her mobile. Ford is also there disguisedly. Both quarrel, but that girl arrives there which was asked to notice. Susan catches that girl going after her. That girl loses her consciousness because of Susan's attack. It is all outside the party. After sometimes, Raina comes to that place, where Susan is captivated and Bradley Fine also arrives there. This scene exposes that Bradley is not murdered by Raina. He is still alive. Susan is surprising, but Raina's security makes her unconscious. Susan becomes the captive of Raina. Aldo is also imprisoned. Bradley tells the whole reality, coming to the place where Susan is bound. He says, "I had to make my death fake in order to win the trust of Raina." Karen Walker had sold the agent's name to her, so she is aware of our agents. "I am undercover even before you and cannot trust any member of the agency. Raina does not know your identity as a spy. Now I am going to meet DeLuca and Salsa Duty to know about the bomb." Saying it, Bradley Fine leaves. Susan and Aldo escape from there after him. Susan Cooper follows Bradley Fine, who is on his mission related to DeLuca. Susan Cooper goes into a DeLuca villa taking a new car. Raina and Bradley had been welcomed in the villa by DeLuca, but he suspects Bradley, knowing that he has been the agent of the CIA. He points his gun on him after a suspicion. Taking a gun, Susan reaches there, and she tells them, "I am CIA agent Susan." When DeLuca asks about her identity, she tells them she has been mistreated by the CIA. She is here to save the life of Bradley because she cares for him. She convinces others with her conversation, winning their trust. She accepts that she is willing to go to any length to save Bradley's life. DeLuca says, "All right, I accept your offer, but in case of misdoing on you or your partner, I will kill both of you." Salsa Duty is welcomed by DeLuca after his arrival. He also takes information about the package. DeLuca hands over him the briefcase of a diamond. Raina takes them inside and shows them the nuclear bomb device. taking the site of nuclear bomb device. DeLuca points salsa duty at the gunpoint and finally shoots him. He orders his security guard to place the nuclear bomb device and a briefcase filled with diamonds in the helicopter. He wants to sell the diamonds to the buyer. Now Raina is the shooting point of DeLuca's gun. Ford comes there weirdly as he is about to shoot Raina. Ford attracts the attention of everyone. Finding the chance, Susan ends the men firing her gun. DeLuca is nearly to shoot Susan Cooper, but Bradley comes before her, receiving the gunshot on his arm. Susan loses her temper and catches DeLuca. DeLuca immediately takes his helicopter, where the diamonds and device have been placed. Susan Cooper arrives at the precise moment the drone takes off. She catches the helicopter's tail section while hanging onto that one. Then she receives into the helicopter. She throws the gadget and the diamond rings into the lake. DeLuca has become violent as a consequence of this. Nancy in the other helicopter utilizes her gun to attack him. As he gets ready to fire his gun on Susan, he himself is a casualty of the. Susan controls the helicopter landing technically. A nuclear bomb device is taken out from the water while Raina is seized. CIA boss and other officers also reach there, appreciating Susan.